The most powerful Mac on the planet is about to get a massive heart transplant. We just got a massive leak from the macOS 26.3 developer code, and it confirms exactly what we've been waiting for. The M5 Max and the M5 Ultra are officially coming to the Mac Studio this spring. If you felt like last year's release was a bit of a confusion ball, with the M4 Max actually beating the M3 Ultra in some tests, you aren't alone. But Apple is about to fix that. Today, we're diving into the leaked benchmarks that show a staggering 50% performance jump. If you're thinking about buying a Mac Studio right now, stop.
Here's why.
Welcome back, guys. 2026 is shaping up to be the year of raw power for Apple Silicon. After the weird mid-cycle update in 2024, Apple is finally aligning their chips. No more mixing generations. We are getting the full M5 suite. We're going to break down the single-core gains, the multi-core monsters, and the GPU scores that literally triple what we saw just a few years ago. Let's get into the numbers. Let's talk CPU. For single-core, expect a score around 4,133. It's a solid bump, but the real magic is in the multi-core performance. Look at this chart. If we compare the Unbinned M5 Ultra to the M3 Ultra, we are looking at a potential score of 45,000. That is a 50% increase in just 2 years. If you're still rocking an M2 Ultra, the M5 is going to deliver double the performance. Whether you're rendering 8K video or compiling massive codebases, this is the efficiency jump we've been waiting for. Even the binned base model Ultra, which should start around $4,000, is hitting 40,000 points. That is industry-leading territory. Now let's talk graphics, because this is where it gets unbelievable. Using the Geekbench Metal scores, the M5 Max is hitting roughly 256,000. That is nearly triple the power of the M1 Max. But the M5 Ultra? It's a different species. We are looking at an unbinned score of 415,000. To put that in perspective, that is more than 3 times the graphical power of the M1 Ultra. Even if you save some cash and go for the bin version, you're still looking at a 375,000 score. For 3D artists and heavy-duty editors, the render bar is basically going to disappear. So, what about the outside? Well, don't expect a redesign. Apple is sticking with this iconic aluminum block. Look for at least another generation. It's functional. It stays cool, and it fits perfectly on a desk. However, the I/O is getting the 2026 treatment. We're expecting Thunderbolt 5 across the back for everyone. If you get the Ultra, you'll get those high-speed ports on the front too, while the Max model will likely keep USB 3 on the front face. It's all about that 80 gigabits per second bandwidth for external drives and displays. The big question, how much is this going to hurt your wallet? The good news is that Apple recently signaled they are comfortable with their current RAM pricing. The M5 Mac Studio is likely starting at $2,000, while the M5 Ultra Mac Studio will start at $4,000. For that entry Ultra price, you're looking at 96 gigabytes of unified memory and a 1 terabyte SSD. Just remember, as soon as you start speccing up that RAM or moving to the Unbinned Ultra chip, those prices scale up fast. But for a machine that delivers this much power, the base model Ultra is actually looking like a value play for pros. We're looking at a release window of spring 2026 or early summer at the latest. This is the update that finally puts the Mac Studio back on top of the food chain. Are you guys going to wait for the M5 Ultra, or are you happy with your current setup? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one. If you found this breakdown helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for the latest Apple leaks, and hit the bell so you don't miss the official launch coverage. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.